Hi, and welcome back to Purposeful Woman podcast. And today we have Carol Boston. Carol Boston is the Queen of Reframe, helps you reframe any challenges so you can double or triple your income in record time. Carol has over 27 years of experience as a sales expert in Fortune 100 companies like AT&T, Sprint, and Paychex. Carol helps women business owners and a few good men to reframe and let go of the story that is keeping them stuck so that they can quickly achieve their goals. Hi, and welcome, Carol.
Hello, it's good to be here.
Good to have you with us. Well, always as we start, we would love to learn more about you and how you do what you do.
Awesome. I'm actually an ex-collegiate and professional tennis player who then trusted in someone else's vision for me. And that's how I got from Dallas, Texas to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, resulting in a 26-year sales career for Fortune 100 companies. When I say trusting in someone else's vision for me, I've done that 3 times in my life. It's how I got a tennis scholarship. It's how I got into sales, and it's how I became a professional speaker because someone else had that vision for me and I chose to trust them. It was back in the summer of 2014. I had sold over $70 million in revenue, walked the stages, gotten the awards. I thought I had it made. I could do this in my sleep until the day I got that call. And they told me they were cutting my territory by 80%. I'm like, 80%? I've been building this territory for 6.5 years. I thought they were setting me up to fail. Now, I love large corporate structure, and I'm a weird salesperson because I'm a rule follower, not normal, right? But a friend whispered in my ear about an opportunity at a much, much smaller company. And I thought, what the heck? So I went. After 2 interviews, they hired me. They doubled my base pay plus commissions. They gave me a director title. I could just see the potential. Now, there I was, six weeks into the job, and I had negotiated a vacation in my contract up front because I'd already paid for it. I was in gorgeous, beautiful Albuquerque, New Mexico. If you've never been to the world's largest hot air balloon festival, you got to go. It's incredible. Meet me there next October. I was doing what I thought at the time was being a good employee. I was staying in touch with my boss, the CEO. I don't advocate that for my clients now, but that's what I knew at the time. And I got an email and it asked my opinion on something and I replied back. And then he didn't reply back for 12 hours. And when he did, he goes, Carol, comma, that's what you really think? And it had 5 question marks behind it. It then said, don't bother to come into this office on Monday. You're done here. So I basically got fired in an email for an opinion I was asked for. And that put me on this journey. And a lot of people know me as the reluctant entrepreneur, right? Because I saw myself as buttoned up corporate. Nobody in my family had ever owned their own business. And so I was very, very challenged getting started. I actually depleted my entire 401k many months into this process trying to get a job. And I thought, I can't believe I can't close a deal to get myself a job. Now there I was in my prayer time. Faith is my foundation. And I said, God, you made me. You know I'm not cut out to be an entrepreneur. You got to help me get a good job. And 2 weeks to the day from that prayer, out of the blue, I get an email from a woman that I met one time at a conference. She gifted me a $3,500 ticket to go to Los Angeles to study at Guerrilla Business School. Now, of course, Guerrilla Business School is a foundational school for entrepreneurs. So I tell people, my God has a sense of humor. So I don't know what I don't know. And what I'm doing wasn't working. So off I went. And the very first thing I learned, it's going to actually be the title of my next book, is you can't read the label when you're inside the jar. And we're all in a jar. And the next thing I learned was about empowering questions. And I was amazed at them. And I was determined to master them. This started in the summer of 2015. And that put me on the journey to becoming the Queen of Reframe. Empowering questions allow you to reframe from focusing on what isn't working, which is what most people do, right? We focus on what's not working. And they open you up to opportunities you've never even thought of before. I said you can't read the label when you're inside a jar, right? We're in a jar, but we have all these opportunities sitting right here that we can't see because they don't look like what we think they should look like. Reframing allows you to put it out to God in the universe that you're willing to see, hear, say, or do something you've never done before. So I use them very successfully with myself. I use them with my clients. I've seen it create miracles. It's really quite amazing what they can do. So I'm going to give your audience a big writer downer. Very important. An empowering question never starts with the word why, ever, ever, ever. Why brings in defensiveness, which brings in the ego, which brings in emotions. And when emotions go up, intelligence goes down. It is true for every human being. So today I find myself as a business leadership coach and a professional speaker. And I used to just call myself a leadership coach because I'm all about personal leadership. But my clients who are getting phenomenal results in their business kept introducing me as this amazing business coach. And so, yeah, it's true. Many of my clients have doubled and tripled their income. But what's really important to me is they've grown in personal leadership. That the work that I do with them impacts every area of their life. And I absolutely love what I do. I don't even know what else to say. I get joy out of what I do every single day, changing lives for the better.
Beautiful. Wow. Such an incredible story. And you're such an incredible storyteller, I can say.
Thank you.
So my question will be is, what would you do differently? Let's go back like 5 years ago. With everything that you know right now, what would you do differently back then?
I would have invested in a business coach sooner. I would have invested in a business coach sooner. It would have made a world of difference, and a good business coach.
How do you pick a good business coach?
One of the ones I think is the best, her name is Susie Carter. She's called the Profit Coach. And she has taken multiple business at $10 million. She gets bored at $10 million. And she's the queen of systems. And I have been very, very challenged in setting up my own systems, if you will, and structure. Structure's been a big challenge for me that I loved in corporate America.
Got it. Well, that structure is definitely freedom. I say structure,
Yes.
it's freedom. So
Yes.
the next question is, what is advice you can give to anyone right now in sales? Well, your expertise is sales and mindset, and what advice you can give to our audience about that?
In sales, I would tell you to don't look at the end game. If your quota is $250,000 a year, you break that down in what do I have to do this week? And that's the only number you look at. And then each day you pick 3 bite-sized, digestible, doable things that are going to move you closer to that goal. And after you do each one of them, it's imperative that you celebrate. And celebrate doesn't mean drink a bottle of wine after everything you do, right? Or go out for a dinner. I help my clients with NLP, and we put things into motion so they have a consistent pattern that they celebrate with, because the universe honors what we celebrate. When I said that, empowering questions help you reframe from focusing on what isn't working, people don't understand that if what you're focused on what isn't working, the universe must think you like a lot of that, and they keep giving you more stuff that isn't working. So celebration is very, very key in the process.
I love that. All right. Well, my last question, it's not even a question, but it's like filling the blank question. So you filling the blank. If you really knew me, you will know that I am blank.
If you really knew me, you would know that not only am I a child of the Most High God, but that I'm a daughter who has a relationship with her father that she's wanted her entire life, and finally has that. And it means the world to me.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. So what are you sharing with us today? I know you have an amazing free gift to our audience.
I do. It became an international bestseller with 15 other amazing women. It's called Women Who Boss Up, right? Secrets from women who are owning their health, wealth, and wellness to create a life that they love. These are powerful stories of women who are overcomers and turn around to do good in the world. Anybody who goes to the link that you're going to provide them, the first 5 people, not anybody, just the first 5, and buy the book, I will get the receipt. It'll come to me, and you will get a free 60-minute clarity to cash call. I am really good at helping people get unstuck and helping them know what's holding them back and getting them into action with an action plan to help them get from where they are to where they want to go. It's a $500 value. It's only to the first 5. If I had time to tell you stories of people that have done this and what they've done just in 60 minutes, you need to make that call. Buy that book.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And we will put the link in the show notes so you can go to our episode page and grab everything from there. And thank you so much for listening. And as always, text any questions and feedbacks to +1 401 399 4105. And it's so good to see you. So good to see you next time.
Thank you.
And if you love this episode and you would love to see more of that, click the subscribe button to Purposeful Woman Podcast. And don't forget to text us to stay in tune with the Purposeful community for awesome tricks by texting to number +1 401 399 4105. And we will link descriptions in the episode to all of that we mentioned today. Bye, turn your one day to day one with a purposeful day.